Better than a bootlegger. Way better than a bootlegger. Pretty good. Very blueberry. Highly recommend this to anybody out there. It's pretty good. 10 out of 10 right there.
I think it's delicious. I had the peach, I had the grape at Five Flags. Trying the pina colada right now. Feels like I'm on the beach somewhere.
The ASA Midwest Tour returns to Madison International Speedway for the Bytec Cheeseland Howie Lettow Classic. This race starts a tough stretch of 4 races in 6 weeks, or what we like to call our summer swing. Along the way, we look to honor those that were pillars in the short track racing community. Tonight, we honor Howie Lettow, who mentored some of the best short track racers in the Midwest. Drivers like Scott Hansen, Steve Holzhausen, and Steve Carlson. On the ASA circuit, Howie won with Tony Rain. The ASA Midwest Tour returns to Madison International Speedway for the Bytec Cheeseland Howie Lettow Classic. This race starts a tough stretch of 4 races in 6 weeks, or what we like to call our summer swing. Along the way, we look to honor those that were pillars in the short track racing community. Tonight, we honor Howie Lettow, who mentored some of the best short track racers in the Midwest. Drivers like Scott Hansen, Steve Holzhausen, and Steve Carlson. On the ASA circuit, Howie won with Tony Raines, and he even guided young Jimmy Johnson during his rookie campaign. This race tonight features many heavy hitters like 2-time Joe Shear Classic winner Casey Johnson, 2-time and reigning Midwest Tour champion Gabe Summers, and Midwest Tour Ironman Justin Monday. Veterans such as Andrew Morrissey and Jeff Storm are in the field tonight, as well as young guns Ty Fredrickson, Penn Sauter, and Joe Gibbs Racing rising star Max Reeves. It's time to honor one of Wisconsin's best crew chiefs at one of the toughest tracks on the ASA Midwest Tour. It is time for the Bytec Cheeseland Howie Lettow Classic from Madison International Speedway. Glad to have you with us on Track TV, the Bytec Incorporated Cheeseland Howie Lettow Classic. Here at Wisconsin's fastest half-mile, Madison International Speedway. My name is Dean Strom, and it is shaping up to be an absolutely beautiful night here in the suburbs of Oregon, Wisconsin. Event number 5 for the ASA Midwest Tour. We will be joined by the Midwest Truck Series. They will come up your way qualifying in just a minute. The Howie Lettow Classic, you saw in the intro there, Howie Lettow, of course, one of the premier crew chiefs in the upper Midwest, mentored some of the best through his career before we lost Howie in 2010. But you have to start somewhere. Even if you're the crew chief for a guy who goes on and wins 7 NASCAR Cup Series championships, you always started somewhere, right? Well, we have the car that Howie Lettow built for the first time, and we're going to throw it down to Ryan Farrell and look at Howie Lettow's first car.
Dean, pleasure to be here. Wish I was on the track, but it's a pleasure to show this 1957 Chevy, the first car that Howie Lettow ever had out on the racetrack. The legend was born right here, but it's not going to die here. It's going to die on the backstretch. The Nottestad family has donated this car to go into the new race car graveyard that Greg McCarnes is putting on the backstretch of Madison International Speedway. Should be an awesome thing to go explore soon, and you're seeing the birth, I should say the rebirth, of a legendary car and crew chief.
Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, that car was originally the 3C, driven by Dave Drost. also driven by Mike Rood and Randy Nottestead. And yes, it's going to go in the Midwest Race Car Graveyard, scheduled to open in the summer of 2026 off the back straightaway at Madison International Speedway. We said that we have the Midwest Truck Series with us here, and they are on track right now. The truckers are going qualifying. They will go group qualifying. So there is 5 of them on track right now. It's Ryan Schroeder in the 17, Jerry Wood in the 73. Also on track is the 2 of Wyatt Kreis. Nick Quinnell on track. There's Wyatt. And Jason Schuler is on track. Racing Jason. Yes, Cambridge's own Jason Schuler. Guest driving the number 31 truck here at Madison International Speedway. Again, group qualifying. And it looks like everybody's got 2 laps in, led by Schuler, Jason Schuler, at a 19.480. That's Nick Quinnell in that 5 truck. Great field of trucks tonight. Looks like 29 strong on the entry list, and we'll split these up into groups of 4 or 5. Hello, Ryan Farrell, as you hop back into the broadcast booth.
Good to be here. Good to be here. Nice first bit there. I think we got through it all right. People know what's going on. A lot of people were wondering why I was out there and why
why you were out there holding a microphone,
well,
right?
I think the microphone, they're used to me talking a lot. It was just the way I was dressed. They were stunned, you know.
You weren't in a driver's seat.
Yeah, I wasn't sweaty or nothing.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, Ryan Farrell is a super late model competitor. Campaigns all around the upper Midwest here, part-time on the ASA Midwest Tour, but you've got some gremlins underneath the hood of the 89 that's keeping you from this one, huh?
Oh, I'm one of
or
many.
80. I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, well, I was 89. That is confusing. So so the 80 machine, much like many other guys this year, have just had, it seems like the bad luck bug has struck a handful of guys, myself, Jeff Storm, to name another one. Guys that have just had weird things happening, and you have those years, you just hope it counterbalances with a 2026 that is flawless. So
when Ryan was sidelined and we needed I needed some help here in the booth, I picked up the phone and I said, "What do you say?"
I said,
"And your game."
Yep. I'm busy as heck. I don't have time. And yes, I'll do it.
And yes, I'll do it. On track right now, that is the 21 of Scott Chesseland. The 5 of Robbie Rux is also out there. Tyler Noble. Austin Warner in the 22 truck is on track. And Green in the 24. Colin Refner also on track right now. That's Chesseland, the rookie competitor here in the Midwest Truck Series in that 21 machine. And coming off of a 15th place finish at Jefferson, a good run at Jefferson, but a 15th place finish at Madison the last time we were here with Chesseland. Chesseland sits second on the board and second in the Rookie of the Year standings, which sounds great, except when the other rookie, Robbie Rux, goes and wins last week.
No kidding. Great run for a rookie there. Jefferson's an interesting track, too, so not an easy place to go.
Chesseland goes to the top of the board, 19.274. There's Robbie Rux, 18-year-old, just graduated from high school last month. Going to go keep working for Dad. I talked to him. He's going to keep working for Dad, remodeling houses, remodeling businesses, slinging a hammer.
Well, race cars certainly aren't free, and having some kind of a plan. And I'll be honest, college doesn't exactly pay for race cars early on in your college career. So while it'll help later, that's good. If you wants to keep racing, you're going to need to keep that money flowing.
Scott Chesseland on top of the board in the 21 trucks. Then Tyler Noble, Robbie Rux, Colin Refner, and Austin Werner, the top 5.
Now, Dean, I have a question for the viewers at home, and maybe you covered this as I was walking over, but how do they establish these qualifying groups? Is this off practice times?
It's off practice times.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so you are seeing the slower of the cars, and we're going to keep building closer and closer.
In theory, as we go on in the qualifying session, the speeds should pick up. There's the 33 truck, Kevin Kniese. The 75 is James Lynch, the Palos Park, Illinois driver.
All prior winners in this series.
Chester Ace.
Many wins at this track many times in this
5 times a winner here at Madison in what the Truck Series is calling the modern era.
Oh, we have a modern area.
We have a modern
this
area.
This has gotten so big. I know it's getting big and very competitive because I was talking to James Swan actually before this, and he told me he was worried about making the invert.
Ooh.
That guy has won, he told me, 22 features, right?
6 times a champion in the Midwest Truck
Series. Worried
Series.
about making the invert. What a tough series this has really grown into, and everybody talks about how awesome this series is when it's as the primary support division of the super late models. It's almost like a 1A or 1B. It's right there. Everybody loves watching the trucks, and they've gotten to know the drivers. They're at all the big events, so really popular series and a great start for people.
The Truck Series has been a launching pad for several different drivers. In a bit, we'll see Bryce Miller take to the track, a rookie competitor on the ASA Midwest Tour. He started here in the Truck Series.
Levon Vandergeest would be another one that comes to mind.
Yep, he'll be in action.
Win here. You can win there. So.
Levon, in fact, is a former champion in the Truck Series. Another former champion that we're going to see a little bit here in the Truck Series is Tristan Swanson. Tristan behind the wheel of the 91 truck here tonight. So Tristan, good to have him back. Yeah, this series is something else. It's, what is it, crate engines?
Crate engines, 602 crate engines, 10-inch tires, but they're not as grippy as what the super late model tires have. These tires, they don't wear as much, but they don't go as well. So it's still a handful. And you mentioned Tristan Swanson there. You talk about guys who have had some bad luck this year on the super late side.
Yeah, he's another one.
Nice to see him back here. Really good driver, talented kid. And you can just see he's got what it takes to be really, really good in the sport. So good to see him back. And if he's running, I would expect him to be one of the guys to watch.
And this Truck Series has a cost-saving measure. They get one new tire a week, and then they got to kind of rotate it in and play the game of moving the left front to the right rear and vice versa, but only get to buy one new tire a week.
That is a whole strategy, and one of the things that people probably don't think about, even if you know that part of it, the part that really becomes trouble is when you have a flat.
Yeah.
Or, even just a flat where you cut it a little bit, you can't put a patch on it. You've lost that tire. You're at a competitive disadvantage, and you just got to make it up by being smooth and staying out of trouble. So it really penalizes you if you get caught in wrecks in the series. Eugene
Gregorich III, we saw a glimpse of him in the one truck. He was the winner here when the Truck Series was here in May. That was his first career Truck Series win, and he goes up to second on the board, still chasing Scott Chesseland. There's Eugene Gregorich III. In fact, that lap
to the top of the board.
He got the momentum build up.
There you go. And that is a thing. That's not a joke. These 602 crates, it does take a couple of good laps in succession.
Group qualifying, again, the order of the day here in the Midwest Truck Series. I love group qualifying. As a driver, you probably are opposed to it, but I love it as a fan.
The prestige of the individual qualifying at times is awesome, especially for the big events. So I would never change that. But if some of the weekly shows or some of the lesser events, in one of the regional series here, went to group qualifying, I probably wouldn't complain. Just to get the show moving, more time to, this is a time-consuming sport, so anywhere you can cut a few minutes out and save everybody some home time, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that concept.
This is 608 Graphics qualifying. 608 Graphics, premier provider of quality vehicle wraps, window tinting, detailing services, as well as corporate signage. 608 Graphics. Supporting the Truck Series. There's the 23 machine, Clay Kurtz. He was on the podium at Jefferson last time out for the Truckers. And there's your reigning champion in the Midwest Truck Series, Brandon Reichenberger. Reichenberger comes in here second in the championship points. The 24 truck is Nick Van. Van in that Fox Cities Towing number 24 machine is on track.
So it looked like from that last group, James Lynch jumped up to third there, and Chester Ace pulled in fifth. So 3 of the top 5 now from the second group. So as expected, time's coming along here.
The 60 truck just to the bottom of your screen. That's Grant Griesbach, the current championship point leader. Only driver with multiple wins on the season. Then we've got Derek Meyer in the 10, the rookie driver from Michigami, Michigan. And there is the aforementioned James Swanee in the 97.
Yep. Former crew guy of James Swan. I came from the Swan School of crewing and having fun.
Was that working out of the two-car garage?
That was a two-car garage at Adam Berge's house. That was a bit of a stretch. I think it was more like a car and a half, if I'm being honest. But, you didn't know any better. I was having the time of my life as a kid. I was going to be a pro fisherman, and the worst thing that ever happened to me financially was getting to know them guys. But I wouldn't change a thing. It's been a blast. So
Did you live near them?
I lived about a 5-minute bicycle ride from Adam Berge's house, and in 2006, he hired James Swan to come drive the car, the Mid-Am car, and it turned out great. So got a chance to really learn what real racing was about, really crew on the cars, and kind of get through tough times like I'm fighting right now with my own car. So this is going to be the fast group here. You got, like I said, Swan was worried about making the invert here. I see he's 10th on the board right now, looking to improve on that. So Greasebox up to 3rd. Kind of hard to track these guys. They're all coming at the same time here. So Eugene Gregorich, 3rd, still sitting on top of the board with a 19.037.
Hey, Derek Meyer picked up Fast Time, 608 Graphics Fast Time Award when we were here in May. Since then, the Legends Direct rookie driver has continued his momentum, grabbing Fast Time honors again and securing a win at Golden Sands Speedway. He's not going to do it today, though. It looks like the 10 truck will be 10th in that group. The 97 Swanee, he is 6th in that group. Brandon Reichenberger will line up 5th. Nick Van 4th. And Grant Griesbach will be 3rd. Eugene Gregorich, the 3rd, hangs on. His best time, a 19.037, about 0.4 off of the track record for the Truck Series. Eddie Dabrowski up in the flag stand. Alex Gilhart, he got the night off because he's down at the Redbud.
Oh, okay. Well, so, we already established this is the main event right here.
This is the main event.
This is where people want to be. So you may choose to go south, maybe on vacation or go sightseeing, whatever. But this is where you got to be.
Yeah, we've got Jim Trado, Adam Mackey, Tony Stevens, and the Track TV crew down at Anderson Speedway in Indiana for the Redbud 400. They were scheduled to practice today, but I think Mother Nature had some other plans for them. The Redbud 400, of course, is a crown jewel. That, you can catch the action on Track TV tomorrow here, again, with Jim Trado and Adam Mackey on the call. Right now, it is Madison International Speedway, the Howie Lettow Classic, and we talk about the upcoming schedule here on Track TV. Owasso Speedway, my goodness, have you seen the pictures of that place?
Yeah, it wasn't really on my radar until recently.
Mine too.
Looks like a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, we're going to have the Owasso there weekly racing. That's on Saturday, July 26th. We talked about the Redbud 400 tomorrow for the ASA Stars National Tour. Big 8 Series is going to be right back here at Madison International Speedway in a week. You can catch all the action there on Track TV. ASA Southern Super Series, you can catch it here. And then the first Tuesday in August, I mean, everybody in the upper Midwest knows where, every good short track fan knows where they're going to be the first Tuesday.
They're all there. And there's nothing better than doing the 4 wide. You get the cannons down the backstretch, the fireballs. Never had enough fireball action, right? And you come around 3 and 4 and you see the stands. I remember I was driving for Dennis Chase one night and I said, I feel like Rusty Wallace out here. This is like 1995. Stands are packed at Bristol. That's what it looks like around there. Just incredible, especially how it wraps around. You get to see the whole grandstand.
Gander Auto Group 250 is what we speak of at Wisconsin International Raceway. You can catch the action here on Track TV. Back to Owasso, CRA Jegs All-Star Tour at Corrigan Oil Speedway, Big 8 Series at Thomas Sparta. That's going to be interesting.
I've never been on that track. It's the one active asphalt track I've not been on in Wisconsin.
I haven't been there either.
So.
Yeah.
I like the short tracks. I always like Wausau. I love going to Plover. Low grip. We ought to have a super late race there. Why not? If we can go to Jefferson. We just added curbs to Jefferson. Why can't we just go to Toma? Give it a shot.
We went to Norway.
Why not?
Yeah.
I think it's a hair smaller than those. I could be wrong. I have not personally seen it, so I shouldn't say too much. But if they have a race there, and you know what? I'll probably be there.
So qualifying for the Truck Series is in the books. As we said, Eugene Gregorich III is a fast qualifier. He was victorious here when the Midwest Truck Series was at Madison International Speedway in May. Next up, the ASA Midwest Tour. They go qualifying, single car qualifying 2 laps. First time, they come on the track in turn 2. First time they come by the flag stand, they'll be on the green. As is tradition, the winner from the previous race at the driver's meeting pulls a chip out of the bag. Casey Johnson pulled the 23 car.
Tough luck for Levon. Now, today is a day where going later is probably going to be an advantage. You can see the sun's getting a little lower. Tough luck for him. I think he's got the car to hang in there, though. They seemed all right when I talked to him. When I asked him how it was, they were quiet, but not quiet in a bad way. So I think you're going to see a lot out of him. He informed me he is now playing a lot of Stone Temple Pilots on the guitar. This goes back to I've always asked him what he's been playing, and He's like, well, what do you like? I'm like, I like Stone Temple Pilots. So that was a few years ago, and now he's playing it on guitar.
He's got the guitar, and he's got a skateboard now too.
Oh, I didn't know about
And he was just at some big some 3-day music festival.
Oh.
He's 21, so he can go to...
He can do that
He
now.
can go to 3-day music festivals.
So,
I personally could not handle... I asked him before, and this is the driver from Merrill, Wisconsin, I should say, the Zillich Repair Central Sawdust of Wisconsin 23. But yeah, him and his buddy went to a music festival for 3 straight days, and they stood at the front of the stage for the whole
time.
The whole time.
I love it.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Vandergeest quick time. It's a good one. A 17:7:48.
Yep. Storm
and here comes Stormy. Jeff Storm, the Duramax Trucking Benson Valley Bourbon 25. He was pretty good, pretty sporty in that first practice session.
Boy, yeah, he had a little bobble there out of 4. He's not going to be too happy with that.
But he goes to the top of the board.
Even that. Wow, he ran a 71. He was really frustrated before qualifying today. They had some issues with the handling. They believe they had a shot go bad. So you saw him at the top of the board, and then he had dropped down later on and really struggling. And here he is. So 71, I think that's going to be pretty good, especially if he's right there with Levon.
This is Joe Valento, the 20-year-old driver from Scandia, Minnesota. Friends of Jacqueline Foundation and Weezer Concrete. Crust Buster number 30. You talk about a guy who has had some bad luck. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, he's another one on the list. Yeah, it seems like everywhere they go, there's somebody running in the back of them.
Yep.
And it's not intentional, but sometimes you're just in the eye of the storm, and he's just having a hard time getting out of it.
17-1
initially.
8-1-6. So a decent lap for Valento, but third quickest of the 3 that have gone out. The 36 car up next, the 16-year-old from Webster, Minnesota, Herman's Landscape Supply. Nortec Equipment MFR, number 36 of Ty Fredrickson.
New owner of a driver's permit from the state of Minnesota.
Yes, that's right. The sidewalks are not safe.
Word on the street was these races are now counting for drive time. So we're going to tack 50 miles tonight on Wisconsin's fastest half mile for young Ty Fredrickson.
He had fast time when we were here in 2024 for the Joe Scheer Classic, and Ty Fredrickson goes to the top of the board.
Yep.
17:6:48, a 6:48. Yep, fast time in 2024 at the Joe Scheer Classic. In 2025, his race ended up against the outside wall, and it was...
it was a big hit.
It was a big hit.
I believe him and Paulie Schaefer up in turn 3.
He was just... the youngster was just a victim. He was along for the ride.
So it goes. Now, we're going to find out between Fredrickson... Really, you got a lot of good cars on the board already, so you're going to know what it's going to take. It's going to be something in the low 6s or the high 5s if it beats any of these.
And this is another good car. This is Andrew Morrissey, the 2011 Midwest Tour champion from DeForest, Wisconsin, the Fable Truck Sales Nelson Brothers Power Center entry. And he goes second quick, a 17:7:02. Morrissey's got a lot of laps here. He cut his teeth at Madison International Speedway. Brings up the 44 machine. Justin Mondyke. 2 wins last year on the tour. The River Cities Engineering, Kimmons Roofing, Wenzel's Farm, and a lock entry. Looking to break through with win number 1 on the tour season, but he wins just about everywhere else he goes.
Everywhere he goes, he's always a threat to win. Especially, it seems like the northern half of the state is just untouchable. They were a little tentative here. We'll see what he ran. Moved up to 4th here. They were a little tentative. Broke a rack early in practice, so didn't get too many laps at speed.
Yeah.
So
5th quick.
5th quick.
17:7:70 for Justin Mondyke.
Yeah.
And that'll bring up the 45 machine from Park City, Illinois. The RBR Race Cars Willwood MEP Dam Paradise entry of Tim Cox.
This is one I cannot add a whole. I have not had the chance of meeting Tim yet.
I
imagine a Grundy car?
No. He's a former. He was, let's see, he ran for Rookie of the Year in the Artico Challenge Series in 1993.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Then he went dirt racing. He went dirt sprint car racing. He's a member of the Southeastern Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Fame. He's a former champion in the non-wing sprint cars at Wilmot.
So funny you say that. I haven't seen him race plenty of times.
That's the same guy.
I didn't think it was the same guy.
I know,
That's
right?
hysterical. All right.
Got an opportunity to get in this car.
I mean, it looked a little out of the track. The nose was up a little bit. Looks like they got some stuff to work on, but it's not easy jumping in this, that's for sure.
No. You're talking about jumping into the deep end of the pool.
Yeah. This is tough competition in this series, so.
Chosen Valley Farm, number 58, Joe Scholze, the driver from West Salem, Wisconsin. A former weekly competitor at Jefferson and at La Crosse Fairgrounds. Whoa!
Yep, you see that,
that
wheel crank there.
The hands don't lie, do they?
No, they don't. They're moving back to the right quick on that one. I know the feeling. So 17.928, that puts them 7th overall. They've been picking it up a little bit. They spent a lot of time just getting to know the series and staying out of trouble. You see sometimes lap cars maybe struggle a little bit, but you see the speed coming along, and the car's always clean at the end of the night.
77, Machine Riley Stengham from Utica, Wisconsin. The Screaming Norwegian House Contractors Hogan Farms entry. Whoa! Did he just get the left side down off the track?
Speaking of sprint cars, there you go.
It looked like he might have dipped the left side.
It's easy to do there off of 2. You're cutting that grass. We always say you got to cut the grass there. So
cut it a little too close.
So he's got to live on that first lap, but he's still 5th. So he got a shot at making the invert here. That might be a pretty good car there if he was going to pick up any.
Tied with Levon Vandergeest at a 17.748. Vandergeest turned it first. Brent Edmonds, the Broadhead, Wisconsin driver. Schultz's Interstate Ag, LNS Truck Services, Regez Supply, M&D Truck Equipment entry. 11 career Midwest Tour starts, but he is having a great season in weekly competition here at Madison. He's got 3 wins on the season. And even though it's a different car, the late models that they race on Friday nights are different than these super late models. So it's a different car, but when the Tour comes to your home track, I mean, that's got to be...
Well, and they had, so we see ran looks like a 17.844, puts him 8th overall, but if you go back to the spring race here a year ago, in 2024, he really had, I think he finished 3rd.
He finished 3rd.
He was on the podium and was really a factor the entire race and one of the cars to beat all day and put it where it belonged. So
Harley Jankowski on track right now, the driver from Sparta, Wisconsin. Habelman Brothers Cranberries, Kurt's Shop, Modern Disposal Systems 95. Harley on the clock.
Another one of those clean racers, but I'm seeing a lot of these guys off of 2, either hitting the bump down there, getting a little sideways off of 2. See Harley comes in at a 17.96. But be looking for a little bit more. Another one of those guys where you can always trust them when you're racing around them, clean racer.
If you're watching on our social media channels, we're giving you a live look-in here at qualifying for the Howie Lettow Classic at Madison International Speedway. We're going to take you through qualifying for free. We're going to give you the live look-in. Eventually, we're going to cut it off, though, and you're going to have to go. We're going to ask you to go over to tracktv.com, get yourself logged in, signed in, and settled in. As we see on track right now, the number 100 machine of Weston Marthaler. Marthaler will be 10th. His 2nd super late model start. The other one came in this event 1 year ago. He's got Kelly Byers calling the shots on that 100 machine.
I was going to say, you speak about crew chiefs and really good setup guys. Oh, here's one right here, Dalton Zare. But Kelly Byers is another one of the Wisconsin crew chiefs that people know, and I'm sure they'll get that car a little bit faster than what they showed there.
And a connection, and we'll talk about this as the night goes on, but Kelly Byers a connection to Howie Lettow.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep. 119.
Here, speaking of setup guys that really like getting into the nuts and bolts of it.
Dalton Zier in the Gildan Activewear, First Business Bank, American Apparel, Forward Development Group 119. He won this event 1 year ago, and he goes up to 2nd on the board, 17.659, a 659. So they're still chasing Ty Fredrickson, a 648. Wow.
It's close. It's a good lap. So a lot of those early times have held up really well, too. I was a little worried for him, but the track nowhere near as fast as it was in the spring. So here comes another car that'll be interesting to watch today. I watched this car at Kaukauna in the Tundra Series race. Really put on a show. Was a factor in that whole race and running the top 3 against some of the heavy hitters like Dalton Zare.
This is Cody Vanderloop, the driver from Freedom, Wisconsin. Ken Sports, Van Handel Auto Body. Number 4, looking to make his first career Midwest Tour start. This is the car that Chad Butts ran last year at Fest. And, of course, he's got Chad in the pit area with him, along with Mike Butts. And I asked Chad, I said, are you just here for moral support? And he said, yeah. Well, moral support right up until the car hit the track, and then he turned into
then it was time to go.
Then it was like crew chief mode.
I've never been in the pits. I didn't want to help the car go faster. Just impossible. You just start thinking. I was out there talking to these guys about how to make their cars better. Like, oh, okay, I'm in the broadcast booth. I should stop.
Ashley Katsky, thank you for watching in Weston, Wisconsin. Ashley cheering for Levon Vandergeest. Mandy Johnson.
Casey,
your guy is on the track right now. That's Casey Johnson, and Casey goes fifth quick. The Hogan Farms 5 machine of Casey Johnson, your current championship point leader. Eric Niemi from New Glarus, rebuilding the legend car Ghost Stormy. All right.
Nice. Got another Storm fan.
I'm okay with Storm. Casey Johnson, you got Tiffany, oh boy, Omichin?
I'm not going to try. That's all you, Dean. You're the color guy here. I'm not me. I'll comment on Penn
Jason
out here.
Bubba Paris also rooting for Casey Johnson from Green Bay. Thank you, Jason. Yes, if you're watching on our socials, chime in. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know how your night is going, who you're cheering for. That is Penn Sauter in the 5 machine, the black number 5, and 9th quick for Penn. He had a great run here early on when the ASA Stars National Tour came here a few weeks ago. Yep. And wasn't able to take it all the way to the checkers, but that car's got some raw speed in it.
You can feel the momentum picking up for the young Sauter clan. Just a little bit better week by week. Not that it's been bad, but you just kind of feel like all of a sudden they're going to be threats to win every week here real quick.
Nick Leisner watching in Escanaba, Michigan. Thank you, Nick. Vince Kolbs just got 5 wisdom teeth pulled. What? Watching from the bed in Bourbon. I didn't think you had 5 wisdom teeth. I thought you only had 4.
Apparently he did have 5.
Well, the poor guy, poor Vince, jeepers.
Well, if you got to be sitting around with no feeling in your mouth, why not be here with us?
Mitch Haver was 12th quick in the black number 7. That brings out the white number 7 of Paulie Schaefer Jr. Paulie won this race.
Oh, he came close last year, too.
Paulie won this race back in 2017. He's got another Howie Lettow disciple calling the shots on this number 7 machine. That, of course, Chris Purdy. Chris Purdy calling the shots on this.
Crew chief right there.
And Paulie's going to go 10th quick. 10th quick.
So it's going to be tight here. The invert's going to be somewhere between, I would say, 9 and 14 cars. You could do a little bit bigger invert on a bigger track, but these guys in that 10th place range are going to be sweating these last handful of cars here.
Julie Heinrichs is at Madison International Speedway cheering for Casey Johnson and James Swan in the trucks.
There you go.
All right.
Those couple of reliable guys to root for right there. They have been all right in their racing career.
They have been all right, and they're good folks, good people.
So here's Billy Moan out of Minnesota. I named the hometown, but that's your job.
Lakeville,
Minnesota. I did know that. Oh, so Billy's coming in here. He jumps up to 9th. That's going to be, I think that's going to put him in pretty good shape here.
17,776 for Billy Moan. Winding down here in this qualifying session. Yeah, Billy was, he ran this full tour a few years back and was Rookie of the Year in 2018. We don't get to see him much this year. And here's a guy who's going to have a busy weekend. The Shockwave Marine Seedings, Finetti, Soybert Calf Ranch's number 9 machine of Derek Kraus. Kraus will run the Howie Lettow Classic tonight. Him and his dad, Mark, going to put that thing in the box and take it to Anderson tomorrow to run the Redbud. You remember when you had that much enthusiasm and energy?
Well, if I was fast time today, I think I'd have a lot of enthusiasm, too. Look at that. A 59, half a tenth on the field here.
Derek Kraus to the top of the board. Goodness gracious.
It took a while, but the speeds are picking up, it seems like, here. So I still would have preferred to go later. But, a lot of those early guys, Vandergeest, Storm still sitting in the top 5. Great laps for those guys.
Yeah, Fredrickson went pretty early, too.
Yeah.
And he is now second quick. The 11 machine of Bryce Miller, the rookie driver from Columbus, Wisconsin, the all-weather Armor Guard floors for less, Smoky Hollow Campground Club Lamarck Toyota. Former champion at Hawkeye Downs. And representing the Kowicki Driver Development Program here in 2025. Good to see this car back on track because at Hawkeye last time out, they hurt the motor, and they have been scrambling to get that thing back on track. Bryce
Still
Miller
scrambling, it looks like, too.
Yeah, 18th quick, 17.960. So Bryce is going to have some work to do. We should update you. The top 16 in time will automatically advance to the Howie Lettow Classic. On the outside looking in, Weston Marthaler, Bryce Miller, Harley Jankowski, Cody Vanderloop. On the bubble, Joe Schulze. And on track is the 14 machine from Clear Lake, Iowa. Cody King, rookie driver, leads the rookie point standings. He's in. 15th quick. He's in for now. That will bump Schulze and put Mitch Haver on the bubble. And a weekly competitor, Pat Rickles, in the 15 machine, rolls trackside in his first super late model attempt.
Interesting. Now, do you know, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but is this their weekly car,
Nope.
or did they bring a different car?
This is a different car.
Okay.
Yep, this is a different car. The weekly car, the last I saw, it got hurt. It got wrecked pretty good. So they had a super late model that they put together. And Pat's gonna have some work to do. 23rd quick.
Yep.
So Haver is still on the bubble. Oh,
Going to be hard to hold this one up.
it's gonna be hard to hold this one. The two-time and reigning champ, the Meristem. Quick Trip, DeKalb, Farmer's Promise 15 of Gabe Summers on track. The 22-year-old driver comes in here second in the championship points.
87 on the first lap there. He's going to be in good shape. You can really see that car hit the bump in turn 3 as you watch that nose here. He's going to hit it right about here. And it looked like, didn't even look like a bump. That's going to be a good lap.
Gabe Summers in the 15 machine. Hands were pretty steady, weren't they?
They seem pretty good. Let's see where he's at.
Let's see. He is going to go up.
Yep,
second quick.
He got through 3 and 4 really nice there.
17.624. Still chasing Derek Kraus. Bumps Mitch Haver, puts Cody King on the bubble. I believe this is our last qualifier. 15-year-old from Trinity, North Carolina, in the cookout. Cheerwine, Coca-Cola, Taco Ruse, Toyota. Max Reeves in the 18 machine. He's just 15 years of age. He's got a NASCAR Hall of Famer in the pit area.
Oh, really?
Bobby Labonte.
Really? Well, I'm going to have to put the headset down and go down there and meet Bobby. I always love watching Bobby race, so I'm starstruck. That's awesome.
This is a Joe Gibbs Racing development driver, is Max Reeves, and he will be 15th quick at a 17.830. Bumps Cody King, so Brent Edmonds is in. It looks like, let's see, I think that's unofficial. I think that's it for qualifying. Derek Kraus is your fast qualifier. And quite handily, 17.594 over Gabe Summers, 17.624. Ty Frederickson, Dalton Zier, Andrew Morrissey, the top 5. Stormy held on for 6th.
Great
Casey
lap.
Johnson,
Great.
7th. Levon Vandergeest, 8th. Riley Stencham, Justin Mondike round out the top 10. So we are done with qualifying. We appreciate you checking in on our live look-in. As we said, we're going to turn this live look-in off in just a couple of minutes as qualifying is in the books. Opening ceremonies are next. We would love to have you join us for the rest of the night. Midwest Trucks are in action. They're going to have a 50-lap feature and all the prelims in that division before that. We've got a 100-lap feature for the ASA Midwest Tour and all the preliminaries before that. So I'd love to have you go over to tracktv.com, get yourself signed in, logged in, settled in. And kind of as a preview of tonight's action, let's take a look back at the 2024 Howie Lettow Classic as we look at the top 5 in championship points coming into round number 5 here. Casey Johnson, Gabe Summers, Levon Vandergeest, Justin Mondike, and Riley Stencham. That's your top 5. But 1 year ago, at the end of August, we had the Howie Lettow Classic 100 here at Madison. Let's take a look back at how that race developed.
We're going to bring the late models out and introduce them to you for the Howie Lettow Classic. Up out of your seat, up on your feet, stand and wave and make some noise. It is late model
Lettow Classic at Madison. Underway, and we are green. Back up front, James Lynch puts the heat on the 7 of Schaefer. On the back bumper. Dyke up the hill, he'll lose the spot to Johnson. Zier will go after him now for the 4th position. Move Casey Johnson to 2nd. James Lynch will try to stop the bleeding and hang into that 3rd spot. Oh, right in front of your leaders! Edmonds and Valento, around goes Valento. Paulie Schaefer Jr. and Casey Johnson at the front with 43 to go. Oh, problems for Schaefer! No! Paulie Schaefer, when they went back to green, right front tire has come apart. Zier and Johnson lead him to green now with 43 to go. They stayed locked in battle at the front of this thing. Johnson now will clear Zier. Dalton Zier couldn't keep the nose in him, and he'll let Johnson back down. They touch down into 1. Johnson with a handful. Zier underneath him. They touch again. Zier on the inside. Oh, they touch again. Johnson saves it. Zier away clean. Summers to 2nd. And Dalton Zier, after years of heartbreak in the Howie Lettow 100, will finally get the monkey off his back and be a winner. Dalton Zier wins the Howie Lettow 100.
Out of Verona, the winner of the Howie Lettow Classic is Dalton Zier.
Thank you. I can't thank my crew enough. It's Gildan Racing, First Business Bank, Ford Development Group. 119 was fast today. We didn't have the qualifying effort we wanted, but it's a good thing because passing was tough to come by tonight. And this one tipped our way. So it was lucky that it was unfortunate that Paulie broke, but we inherited the lead there. And then Casey got it away, and we battled with him. And I'm super excited to be winning here at Madison Speedway. We've been chasing this one for a while.
5-star bodies, the most advanced bodies on the market, aerodynamically engineered, manufactured from the highest grade and lightest weight materials, tested tough for optimum performance, the highest quality and most durable products you'll find anywhere. Our products help racers around the world reach victory lane. Winning never looked so good. Faster, lighter, stronger, better. 5-star.
They said I wouldn't make it without a college degree.
They said only a man could be a roofing executive.
They said a former addict always relapses.
They said my amputation would keep me out of roofing.
They said never give an ex-convict a second chance.
They said I could never be a leader.
They said I couldn't support my family as a single mom.
At Rackley, we say they're wrong.
Want to change the world? Change it. One roof at a time.
Fire Suppression Solutions, proud sponsor of the ASA Stars National Tour.
We're the leader in race fuels. We've been doing this since in the 60s. We use our distillation tower, which is unique. No other race fuel companies do that in the world. We also test every single batch that goes out the door on over 15 different parameters that ensure the tune-up will be identical. That consistency in the marketplace that makes us a premium brand.
Make the same stuff every time. We're pretty darn close to perfect.
Nortec Equipment are committed to helping you empower your landscape projects with our line of soil processors for tractors, skid steers, and mini skids. Based out of Wausau, Wisconsin, Nortec Equipment products are proudly made in the USA. Our products deliver expertly engineered equipment at competitive prices that are tailored to meet the diverse needs of the turf, landscape, construction, and agricultural industry. Give us a call today at 715-393-4458. Nortec Equipment are proud sponsors of Frederickson Racing.
Better than a bootlegger. Way better than a bootlegger.
Pretty good. Berry blueberry. Highly recommend this to anybody out there. It's pretty good. 10 out of 10 right there.
I think it's delicious. I had the peach, I had the grape at Five Flags. Trying the pina colada right now. Feels like I'm on the beach somewhere.
Why not give your grill the deep clean it deserves? The CitraSafe Grill Cleaner Complete Bucket Kit has everything you need to get your grill spotless, inside and out. Powered by natural citrus, CitraSafe cuts through the toughest grease and grime safely and easily. No harsh chemicals, no hassle. Recipes taste better on a clean grill.
Legacies aren't built overnight. They're built 1 second at a time. Never taking a lap off, and always pushing the limits. K1, helping you build your legacy from the beginning.
Back here at Madison International Speedway, the Bytec Cheeseland Howie Lettow Classic. Opening ceremonies come your way in just about 22 minutes. Qualifying is in the books for the Midwest Truck Series and the ASA Midwest Tour. Derek Kraus, the fastest of the group in ASA Midwest Tour action. Again, if you're watching on our live look-in, we thank you and we welcome you. Rich Garbers watching poolside in Southwest Florida. What's up with that?
Sounds like a good place to be. I'm a big fan of Florida after, November, December.
Yeah.
A good place to watch Packer games. But, anytime in Florida is good time.
And we want to welcome our friends at the Springville Sports Barn. Springville Sports Barn in Plover.
What are we drinking out there? That's what I want to know. What's going on in the sports bar? The sports barn, I think it was. Yeah.
It is barn. I'm sorry. Did I say bar? Springville Sports Barn. They're cheering for Scott Chesseland in the trucks and Gabe Summers in the ASA Midwest Tour. I got a pretty good idea what they're drinking, but I'm not going to say because we don't patronize that sort of stuff.
We're not sponsored by them.
Again, glad to have you with us on our live look-in. We thank you for tuning in. Chime in. Feel free to chime in on Facebook and let us know where you're watching from and how much fun you're having as we go opening ceremonies in about 20 minutes here for the Howie Lettow Classic. Let's take a look back. The ASA Stars National Tour was here at Madison International Speedway earlier this summer, and it was a barn burner. Let's take a look at the ASA Stars National Tour
and to the green
from earlier
flag
this summer here
on
at
the
MIS.
inside, Gabe Summers and fellow Wisconsinite, full-time truck racer Ty Majeski bring us to the green flag at Madison. for the duration of this event till the final 10.
Problems for Ty Majeski. Drops off the pace. Second fast qualifier and winner of the 2 stars races here. Has lost power. Some sort of issues. Doesn't look like a tire down. Mechanical problems for Majeski. Maybe ending his race early. We stay green.
Does not want to talk. Did get a quick word from Toby Noodleman, crew chief, said what happened. He said, just shut off.
Trouble in turn number 4. Kyle Steckley. Did we jinx him? We said he was carrying the momentum, and his car spins by itself down in turns 3 and 4.
Back to green flag, a pair of Wisconsinites, the 15 of Gabe Summers and 15-year-old Penn Sauter bring us back to green. Race stage 1 winner, Gabe Summers. Through the electronics restart zone, back to racing here at Madison. Gabe Summers, the race leader to this point on the inside, and to his outside, here comes Luke Fenhouse.
Right now, we have a new leader for the first time in this race. Luke Fenhouse has scooted by the 15 of Gabe Summers and pulls away on the backstretch. Laying down against the grass in a big one, down in turn 1 and 2. It is Casey Klein and George Phillips. The cars, fortunately, do not look too heavily damaged. And Cole Butcher, point leader, is around as well.
Successful move by Phillips here. Watch this again. The red car going to turn 1. A tap by Klein. Just closed on Cole Butcher too quickly.
Yeah, Klein goes into the corner a little bit harder. He underestimated when the 28 of Butcher was going to get off the throttle, and I think Cole was going in, checking up early to get the car set early so he could get on the throttle early in turn 2.
Racing to the restart here at Madison. Inside is Fenhouse, the race restart leader. Out to his outside, Gabe Summers. 2 ASA Midwest Tour stars and standouts to the green flag into turn 1.
Boy, that was a herky-jerky start down in turn number 4 that time, and they were getting a little wild from about row 2 back. The battle for the lead. Battle for third on back. Continues in 3 and 4. Fenhouse back out front.
To the line, stage 2 ends with Luke Fenhouse picking up the bonus from turn 1 steering through the Racing Electronics restart zone to begin the final run to the finish line at Madison. Here we go with Fenhouse out front. Look at the run Carson Brown has. He discovered the outside to get the second. Now it's Carson Brown to lead here at Madison.
Carson Brown, 16 years of age, has had a good season. 3 straight 4th place finishes tonight. Could it be his first win? Ian Summers, pole sitter. Problems for Gabe Summers in the 15.
The rear end went for a do-si-do there. That's walking out of the fender well. Rear axle alignment or rear end issues for the 15 of Summers. He gets a run down the hill, and we're back underway at Madison with Fenhouse to his inside. When it comes to championships in the old Artco Challenge Series, wheels off on Fenhouse's left rear. Completely leaves the car and the ballpark. The left rear flies off of Fenhouse's car, and that changes the complexion and the chapter rewritten again. Blue and black car on the inside. You saw the car hop off of turn 2, and that left rear just said, I got to go. And it left the car, left the ballpark, came back in after hitting the wall. Man. Fenhouse did everything he could to woe that car down, too. He was really on the button into turn 3. Watch it again here.
Watch the damage to Bichelle's car came from just the wheel. Look at that. Ripped the whole rear end of the car apart when that wheel hit the rear bumper cover of Gavin Bichelle.
On board with Justin Mondyke. Take a look and listen.
Good stuff from Justin Mondyke. He picked the right lane there.
Firing through turns 3 and 4 through the Racing Electronics restart zone. Carson Brown, the race restart leader here. 40 laps to the side of Madison.
Cole Butcher, for as much as he's struggled all day long, 2nd place now. He's up for grabs, and he's trying to take it away from the 36 of Fredrickson.
Tenacity, heart, passion, never give up. Cole Butcher now racing to 2nd. Does he have it this time? No. Fredrickson, the challenger on the inside, has the spot, but here comes Butcher. Last lap brought to you by Appalachian Sucker Punch is a good one. It's a qualifying run, and it all appears. It's all come together. It's all coming to form. Anthony Campy Racing, a winner in 2025 with young Carson Brown at Madison.
Whenever he's ready. As the crew showers him with water and confetti, Carson Brown climbing from the number 81, getting handshakes from the crew. And we teased him a little bit earlier tonight. He's been hopping between race cars and hopping between racetracks. You very clearly know where you're at here tonight, Carson. Congratulations, career win number 1. How's it feel?
Feels really good, man. We were struggling a little bit in practice, and probably the most we've ever struggled in practice, to be honest. And we were feeling a little down, but knew we could kind of figure it out throughout the race. And we were able to move around a little bit and kind of found where we needed to be on the top there and kind of made some passes. And just big thank you to Anthony Campy, the 81 crew, Heb Logistics, Sunoco Race Fuels, Pay Cafe, just everyone who helps bring this together.
Back here at Madison International Speedway, that, of course, the highlight package that we watched was the ASA Stars National Tour event, which was here at Wisconsin's fastest half mile earlier this season. We're about 14 minutes from our opening ceremonies. Glad to have you with us here for the Howie Lettow Classic, the ASA Midwest Tour. 22 previous times the ASA Midwest Tour has been at Madison International Speedway. It's going to be an absolutely glorious night as the crowd is filing in. We thank you for joining us on this live look-in. We said we were going to cut off the live look-in, and we are going to do that right now. So I will ask you to go over to tracktv.com. Track TV, T-R-A-C-K TV, tracktv.com. Get yourself logged in, signed in, situated on the couch or the patio or the pool, wherever it is you're watching. And join us for the rest of the night. Race number 5 on the 2025 campaign on the ASA Midwest Tour.